Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my Outer Worlds tutorial Let's Play series. This first episode will show me start a new character and the starting progress that I make. Please bear in mind all that you hear me say is just my humble opinion. The Outer Worlds is a very fun space western adventure action role-playing game. It is from the developers of Fallout New Vegas and has the same fun factor and feel. The idea is you are woken from a cryo sleep and must then figure out what is going on in the Hasilon system. The Outer Worlds is developed by Obsidian Entertainment. The Outer Worlds is on Steam and priced at £49.99 or $67.81 or €55.47. It was released on Steam October 23rd, 2020, so about 3 months ago. Here is a bit of what it says on the Steam store page. The Outer Worlds is an award-winning single-player RPG from Obsidian Entertainment and Private Division. As you explore a space colony, the character you decide to become will determine how this player-driven story unfolds. In the colony's corporate equation, you are the unplanned variable. Okay, so I will now start a new character and have some fun. First thing you'll notice is about how colourful and graphically wonderful the game world is. So let's get started and we'll watch the intro. I'm going to go for normal mode. There are 4 different ones. Wow, that's just for those who want to punish themselves. But I'll go for just normal. Enemies have standard health and damage. I'll show subtitles for those of you that have the sound too low to hear what they're saying. Just continue. Right, I'll pause until it starts.
Why stay earthbound when prosperity awaits you in the stars? Come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber. You'll wake up in a perfect society designed to maximize your productivity with guaranteed full employment. With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Okay, so here's where we can set my stats that I want. Your typical RPG affair. I've got 6 points that I can spend and I'm just going to pump them all into intelligence.
If I had your brains 30 years ago, we might not be in this mess.
And perception.
An eye for detail. I bet you wrote some thorough reports.
To show you what the skills do though, strength affects melee weapon damage and the amount you can carry. It also the skills that it affects is one-handed melee, two-handed melee, heavy weapons, block, inspiration and intimidation, and of course your carry weight. The carry weight's not really an issue because when there's a perk that can be unlocked so we can fast travel even if we're overweight, so that's not such an issue. Plus there's other things we can pick up to increase our carry weight. But I'm going to be using a pistol to start with, and then a long gun after that I'll progress on to, no doubt. Melee, the dexterity affects your melee attack speed and range weapon reload speed. Again, I'm not worried about that. I prefer the perception, which affects headshot and weak spot damage bonuses.
Come on, Phineas, pick one and leave.
So you can see I've got, with the perception up to max, I've got 35% bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. So if I hit them in the heads, I shall get an extra 35% damage. The intelligence affects critical hit bonus damage. So you can see again I've got a 35% critical damage bonus. With long guns, it affects persuade, hack, medical science, and determination. So there we go, that's the two. Let's do next. And here we can select 2 skill groups to boost. You do it in the main heading up until 50. Once the skills reach 50, you then have to do them individually. So the ones I'm going to go with are my tech.
Your skills would have been wasted in a corporate lab.
So that unlocks, you can see that there's 5 unlocks. They happen every 20 skill points. So for the medical, I've got unlocked the second drug mixing slot for the inhaler. Science, I can now tinker to improve my weapons and armour on the workbench. And engineering, find field repair weapons and armour in my inventory, and you can see there's some good unlocks to do with that and science. The other point I'm going to put into my ranged.
We'll put those marksmanship scores to good use.
So my handgun is great because that's now unlocked the TTD location hit effects, which is like the VATS of Fallout. So you can freeze time and slow time, I should say, and then do attacks that you wish to do. You can see there I've got bonus of 81.8% handgun crit chance and less sway. Long guns is even better. I've unlocked the first 2. The second one, long guns critical damage plus 50%. So 2 points well spent. Let's go next. You can play it however you wish, and that's the replayability of this game, is that you can make different choices and so thereby have a different type of game. I'm going to go with cashier, just to quickly go through them to show you. They're all minor bonuses really, they're not going to impact the game that much, but I'll go with the cashier.
I can be reasonably sure you know how to add and subtract.
Because it gives me +1 to persuade. So I'll be playing a male. Be a bit strange if I wasn't. Let's see, so what can we do on the face? Let's just change my eye colour. There we go. I'm not really one for changing features like that. Oh no, I don't like that look. There we go. What's features? I'll pretty much leave that all defaulted. There we go. And there's what I've chosen.
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Please power down your engines and prepare to be...
Not likely, bootlickers. Initiate skip jump.
integrity down 25%. Power levels down 90%. Skip drive is inoperable.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? Bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds. This means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes? Unfortunately, I used the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck!
I'll pause it until it's ready.
Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. All the colonists are counting on you.
Should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand there holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
So here we go.
Hawthorne won't mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not sure I trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Okay, right, so here we go. We're out the pod. You can see on the screen there WASD keys to walk. You can see straight away the humour that is going to be in this game, which is fantastic. It really is funny in some parts, especially about that one, them holding the beacon. But yeah, so it's going to ease us through now with a gentle tutorial as we progress, telling us about different keys and movement and the controls. Of course, as in all of the, like Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, you've got sneak mode. Very, very cool. Left shift to sprint. Take that. So it's telling us while sneaking, use tall grass, rocks or other cover to hide from enemies. Use this to sneak past enemies or up to them to initiate combat. Yeah, I love that. It's done so well in the Outer Worlds. So you can see there's critters up there, but by me sticking to the grass they won't see me. And you see they have little icons above their heads telling you their awareness, so they're not aware. We're going to just follow the tutorial.
Easy now. You've been frozen for a while. There's bound to be unforeseen side effects.
So it tells us to use a medical inhaler, but our health regenerates, so we don't need to worry about that. But to use the medical inhaler, you just press the F for Foxtrot key. And that'll then use it.
Hey, you, come here. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, wow, that stings.
So, because I've got some points in my medical skill, I can use the medical on this.
Looks like the bleeding stopped.
Get bonus
I owe you
points.
one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's Choice doesn't like us accepting outside help. Better, thanks to you. I might have bled out on my own. Or worse, had to go begging the boss for some Adrena time. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with those canisters.
So well done. It really is so well done.
Gibbering, flesh-eating, law-breaking, unemployed lunatics with guns. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh?
So I can use different skills for different outcomes. I'll just go with Persuade.
Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun. Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. You hit your head or something? You're in Emerald Vale. We're a Spacer's Choice community. Edgewater's a little ways down. Prettiest place in the Vale. Be sure to stop by a provisioner's for a can of our famous salt tuna. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something? Don't take this the wrong way or nothing, but I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
Okay, take our leave. Okay, so there are some items we can collect scattered around here, which will be useful. These mag picks are for picking locks. If we duck down, we can go inside and grab them. And there's some more stuff here. Okay, time to progress.
Damn it, my ears! Oh, what just happened? Can you hear me? What in the hell? This...
These are good for a quick bit of experience. Your first bit. And sometimes they even drop items that you can sell as junk. Tactical time dilation. So the new VATS, due to complications stemming from being revived after an extended hibernation, your brain processes time differently. Pressing the tactical time dilation (TTD) button slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have a limited time in this mode. Standing still drains your TTD meter very slowly, while moving and attacks drain it faster. The TTD meter refreshes slowly over time, and it's the Q key to activate, which is very handy because it's right next to the W. Right, so let's go into crouch mode because we're going to get some action. Some objects explode when hit. Shoot them when enemies are nearby for an explosive surprise. Just don't be too close. Okay, so walking over here, you see, we can see a marauder down there. So we're going to shoot this. Didn't need the TTD, but there you go. Very cool stuff. Love the pistol. Nice and quick. You can double jump to dodge. But I prefer just to get stuck in. Corpses and containers hold items that you can take. You can take one or take them all. Your mouse wheel scrolls between the items. Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks, and bypass shunts are used to break computer encryptions. If your skill is high enough to break the security, you will see how many mag picks or shunts you need and how long it will take. Raising your skill will lower the number of items used and speed up the process. So that's a reason you're going to see me improving my lockpick, because I'll use less mag picks. And there are tons of items throughout the game as you progress, hidden behind locked containers and doors. So I recommend doing the lock picking. See, if I pick that one up, it requires 3 mag picks. If I pick that up, I've now got enough. So as I increase my lockpick skill, eventually this would cost me nothing, 0 mag picks, because as you increase it, you require less and less. But for now, let's demonstrate. So you just keep your the E key pressed and it opens it up. We've got some experience for doing that, and I'll take that item. In fact, I'll take all these items because they can be sold or used. They all have some kind of beneficial use, even the liquor. Or another mag pick. Okay, so that's all the items from here. Let's take his stuff. If I press the I key, go into inventory. TNL weapon safety training, weapon management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time by dragging them up to the slots at the top of the screen. On this page you can also inspect your weapons, compare them, flag them as junk, or break them down for parts. Players with the engineering skill can repair weapons on this screen as well. Take care of your weapons. So yeah, really cool. I just want to put the saber on my hotbar in case I need it, although I'm mainly to stick to the pistol. Absolutely love this weapon. Just to quickly show in here at the top, this is by pressing the tab key you can get into this. So starting on the first one, you've got your character. There's the stats I chose. Hovering over each one tells you what they do. Down here is that one I got to persuade. Next along is the skills I currently have, what level they are. Lots of different skills. Then you've got the perks. Every 2 levels you will unlock a perk. These are very, very powerful. Then we've got details, tells us our progress, hit points, experience so far, what we need to gain the next level, other details, and reputation. Lots of different reputations. As we progress in the game, more will open up. Then we've got the inventory, and you can filter the items. Drag armour or helmet items to the equipment slots to wear them. You can also manage your armour here, break them down, inspect them, compare them to other armour, tag them as junk or drop them. So same for all the armour. If you hover over an item you'll see the stats of it. So really low stats, but it gives me 5 to my tech skills. Then you've got the healing consumables. Here you can use junk or drop your consumables. They can be used directly to gain a variety of boosts. Your emergency medical inhaler is shown at the top of the screen. It uses Adreno as fuel to heal you in an emergency, and always keep it loaded into slot 1. Increase your medical skill to unlock more drug mixing slots that can hold all types of consumables, not just Adreno. Each slot is mixed into every puff of the inhaler for a combined effect. Your medical skill increases the duration of these effects, so really rather cool. Here it is. So I've unlocked a second slot, so I could actually drop one of these into that slot. This Gourmet Sultana fillets will give me plus 25 base health, 25% for 2 minutes. Body attributes plus 1 base health, 25%. Here's the one I like, 200% natural health regeneration, so I could drop that in there as well. So it's going to use both of these if should I need to use it. You'll see that I don't really use many of these if I can help it, because your health regenerates, so unless you're in the thick of a big battle you will save them. Yeah, so carrying on, next you've got your modifications. We can modify the weapons and armour with mods, so when I get some we'll show that. Then we've got the mag picks and shunts, items that don't have any weight and they're stored in here, which we show as we get them. Then we've got quest items and then junk, which we can sell. Moving along, we've got the journal. Journal shows us our main quest and any side quests. We've got codex, which as you go through the game you'll see these little asterisks, and it then tells you, repeats to you what you should have seen on the screen in case you forget about how to do something like the double spacebar to do a jump dodge. And you know new items that have appeared because of the asterisks. Then of course we got the map, which shows us where we are, which is right at the beginning. There's the active quest target of where I'm going to. Right, let's continue. Okay, so there should be some more fighting here. Let's see how we get on. I like to try and get as close as I can. He isn't going to see me because I'm in the grass. And then let's see if we can take him out. There'll be 3 enemies. One down, use TTS. Love it when they come close. There we go. Dispatched. I think there's about 3 of them. You can see now why I went for my gun range skills. But of course you can play at melee. This is just how I like to play. I think I've lost that last body. I don't know where he went. Oh, where he is. Always worth getting the loot, because you can either break it down for parts to improve, tinker and improve your weapons, or you can sell the items. So there we are. Also you can do the F5 key, which will do a quick save, which is really rather cool. You'll see my health slowly going up. And there's Alex Hawthorne's ship, the one that was underneath my escape pod, who I was supposed to meet. Incompetent does not sum him up.
Hey! Get over here before you get yourself killed!
So when you have chats to different NPCs, there's different possible answers you can give to them, which means possible different outcomes. So that's why I say the replayability of the Outer Worlds is really good, because you can choose to play different ways.
Don't know where you came from, stranger, but you best keep your head down. There's marauders hereabouts, and worse, landing violators. Gall on that rung leech. Landing in the Vale without using an official Spacer's Choice landing pad. I'd slap him with a fine if it weren't for all these marauders shambling about.
Okay, so we get we get a choice of different options here. It's just a landing violation. Let it go.
You out of your mind? No way. Once we've dealt with these marauders, I'm hunting that sick freak down. I just, you know, need a couple of winks to catch my breath. Stretch my legs, son.
And here we go. We can now use some of the language skills we've got. I'll just go with, do Spacer's Choice guards back down from a challenge?
Well, sometimes. Management's real good at cost-benefit analysis. But, seeing as I'm the acting manager in this situation, you know what? You're right. It's time we cross those marauders off, find whoever owns that ship, and file a full report. Then it's gonna be fucking laminated.
Here we go.
Right. Let's follow them in the battle. There, how cool. Our first level up. You've been promoted. Level up. Congratulations. You have gained enough experience to go up a level. Open your character ledger to advance your character. Leveling up increases your health points, gives you points to upgrade your skills, as well as gives you access to new perk every other level. Keep leveling and you'll be upper management material in no time. And as it says, the tab key to view the ledger. So you have unlocked perks. Go to the character page in your ledger and then select the perks tab to buy your first perk. So let's do my skill points. Skill improvements. Every time you level up you earn skill points to spend on improving your skills. Spending a skill point on a core skill melee improves all of the specialised skills in that group, up to a maximum of 50. After 50 you can add points directly to specialised skills to get them to 100. Every skill improves as it grows, but special unlock bonuses occur every 20 points. Read each skill description to see what they are. Armour, consumables and status effects can temporarily raise and lower your skills. This helps or hurts skill checks and the skill's passive bonuses, but won't give or take away the skill unlocks. Work diligently, improve yourself, and you too can achieve middle management. So here we go. Right, now what skill points? So I've unlocked the long gun, rank 2 there, so 40 competent, that's what I wanted. I want to get my persuade above 20, so let's do that, or at least 20. There we go. That will now allow me to cower humans at 20%. There's a 20% chance. But more than that, I can use that now in conversations, because as you go through each different new area you've really got 3 ways you can deal with them. You can either do it through combat, through dialogue, or through tech, or even stealth. So right, so I've got that to there. The next thing I want to do is get my lockpick up, so put some points in that. So now I've got my hack to 20, unlock the ability to sell goods to vending machines, so I can now sell goods to vending machines, but I wouldn't do any selling till my reputation's maxed. And lockpick. So doors and containers requiring 1 mag pick to unlock are free to open. So now it won't cost me any mag picks for them ones. Let's see, so the rest of the points I'm going to sink into my tech, because I want to get to 40, so my tinkering cost is minus 50%. With tinkering you can upgrade weapons, make them do more damage. Armour gives you better armour protection, and engineering is very, very handy, as you can see there. At 20 I got the option now to repair armour in my inventory. If I take it to 40 though, which is what I want to do, there's 20% chance to extract a basic mod, and that's how we can make money. So that's what I want to do. There we go, that's points spent. Now we'll do the perk. Auntie Chloe Specialised Management Seminars. Selecting perks. Welcome to the perk selection. On this screen you can choose which perks to buy with your perk points. You get a new perk point to spend every 2 levels. You can also acquire perk points through gameplay, such as by accepting a floor. Acquiring 5 new perks makes the next tier of perks available to you. So the first perk I want to go with is this one, Deadly Demonstrations. Your companions have a lot to teach you about killing. You'll get 50% extra XP from companion kills, and so as we're going to be getting a companion first soon, shortly, I want to enable that because it will give me an extra 50% experience, so I'll level quicker. The next one I will get is this Traveller. You'll become very efficient at transporting goods. Maybe you should have been born as a cargo hauler. Unlock the ability to fast travel even when encumbered. So that's definitely the next one. And you can see there's another one that gives us an extra 50 kilograms carrying capacity, but you know, that I'll leave till later. These are important too, for me at least. They're the ones I like. Just to quickly show the others. Toughness, Slow the World, Lone Wolf. That will be possibly the third one I get. Lone Wolf, well, I won't be travelling alone in this because I like the companions too much, so I won't be using that. Strider, Cheetah, High Maintenance, Precision, the Negotiator, I've shown that. Quick and the Dead, so that's possibly the fourth one I will get, though I'll think about that. Extra carry weight 50 kilograms, a few bits more, so I guess a lot of people would like that one. And Resilient 5 base armour. So there we go, that's that for now. We've improved ourselves. Right, now let's see what loot they had on them. See, the Spacious Choice guards got killed very easily. I don't need to sneak. But they got lots of loot. Excuse me, sorry, there's a sneeze. Yeah, so I don't sell the stuff to start with because my reputation's too low. I want to wait to get the 25% bonus on the pricing. Plus there's that perk I could eventually get, but I won't wait that long because that'll take ages to get to that. But selling, you'll make enough money through doing quests to not need to sell. I'm just exploring to see if there's any more corpses. And I'll just store the stuff for now. Okay, so here's the ship we needed to get to. You see on the HUD at the top there, it shows us a waypoint for the quest that we've got selected. You can fast travel to locations you have unlocked by opening your map and selecting your destination. Very cool feature, that.
Please be informed that this vessel contains no valuable plunder.
So Ada rejoins us. She was with us in Satisfactory, and she's now joined us again in the Outer Worlds. Isn't that nice of her?
Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels is a crime. Please submit yourself to the authorities. Hello, Marauder. I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
What are you going to do? Self-destruct?
Jetson procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You realise we're on the ground, right?
You are still here. My deception protocols have failed. I have been programmed to express disappointment.
Is this Hawthorne's ship?
This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Hawthorne's dead. I'm sorry.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I get it. You need me to be Captain Hawthorne, or you can't fly.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see your powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
And because I've been doing my engineering, I get this option. I doubt I'll find a part like that just sitting in a garage.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of certainty. High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new captain's identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand?
Yeah, Ada, I got it, thanks.
Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Now, we don't actually get access to the storage yet in the Unreliable, because there's a couple of storage containers here. Though you can
I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
So, yeah, there's items scattered around the ship that we can do. I will save that and not waste the mag picks. Try and get my skill higher, then it won't cost me any. In here you can see some other useful bits.
If your equipment is in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal, Captain.
So weapon parts we can use for repairing our weapons. And you can see a couple of items there which I'll pick up once I get access to the storage on the ship. For now we need to get off the ship because we've done all we can do so far. Ah, who's this?
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, it seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here?
The guards accidentally brutally shot themselves while on patrol.
Accidentally brutally shot themselves, huh? Unbelievable. Second time this month. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. And just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt.
Oh, it's so funny. It's excellent. I could use this gear. No sense in letting a good suit of armour go to waste.
No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. Constable's office might have work for someone with your, let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice.
Hang on, I want to ask you
Don't
something.
get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
I'll be on my way then. Oh, I did empty that. Right, so now if I check the quest log, you'll see Stranger in a Strange Land. Phileas needs your help to set things right in Halcyon, but you'll need transportation first. So we have a ship, but we've now got to find a power regulator. The unreliable's power regulator has been damaged beyond repair and must be replaced. Ada suggests you seek in help in the nearby settlement of Edgewater. Talk to whoever runs the town, and that's where we're heading. You can see a bit of it there. On this screen you can see information on your active and completed quests, as well as change your currently active quest. Yeah, thank you for that. Okay, so we're going to head this way. There are a couple of ways we could go. We could go up that way, that path there. I'm going to go into sneak mode because there will be marauders before we get to the town. So reload my weapon. You can reload whenever you want, doesn't waste any bullets, it only uses what you can fit in the gun. Yeah, the tactical time dilation really is fantastic. There you go. Right, so there's one more. He's going to get his nerve up. I want him to come to me because all the time my TDD is refilling. Gives me the edge. Close and personal. There we go, so that's these marauders dealt with. They'd obviously just finished killing these residents, so I was a bit late to help them. Oh, better reload. There are lots of secrets hidden across the map, so I will try and uncover all of them as we go. But I want to get my companion because I want the companion to do all the killing to get that extra 50% of experience. There is Edgewater. Doesn't it look wonderful? In a dark sort of way. And here's Silas, who we can get our first side quest from. And it's not like they care if you hold a pistol at their head.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend.
How do you know I'm not a marauder?
You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices.
Nice to meet you. I'm Alex Hawthorne, captain of the Unreliable.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses.
Oh.
You don't want none of that on you.
No, I don't.
Name's Silas, junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Who do I talk to about a power regulator?
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer?
Depends on the work. You offering me a job?
Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see.
You want me to collect what's owed to you? I can do that. Wait a minute. You're making people pay for their own graves?
Company policy. If it was up to me, I'd put the whole town 10 feet under, free of charge.
Alright, I'll collect your fees for you.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little.
Why is Abernathy a special case?
He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up.
Where can I find these people?
Conrad's got a barbershop in town. Phyllis works at the cannery most hours. Abernathy... I ain't seen him in a few days. His domicile is near the cannery. You'll find him in town. All except Ludwig, that is. He's over by the landing pad.
I'll be back. Right, okay, so the quest tracker, displays objectives. Let's have a quick look. And you can see now that as well as the main quest, we've got a task now, a small grave matter. So I'm going to switch my focus to that. And so Silas, the local gravedigger, asked you to collect money from a few workers late on their payments. So let's find them and get these payments. Before we do that though, a couple of items we can retrieve. Every little helps right at the beginning. So we got 100 XP just for finding the cemetery. Excuse me, and we've got some items that we can collect. So there's that Adreno to the left, and if we come over here and up these stairs, there's some more items. Now it says steel, but there's no one here. As long as you're not within visible sight of an NPC, you can steal to your heart's content. So yeah, at the beginning of the game you need all the help you can get. Sometimes you can get some really nice items. weapon mod. Ah, here we go, let's crack this. Criminal activities. Trespassing, lockpicking, hacking and murder are all considered illegal activities and are frowned upon by society. Avoid being seen if you want to engage in these activities without consequences. And look at all this stuff. Isn't that nice? All ours. A small percentage of weapons and armour you may find are considered pristine. They have more durability and are worth more, and they have a diamond besides them. So let's show that, because I must have picked up a pristine item. Yeah, there we go, this sentry saber. Notice there's a little diamond there. That tells us that it's pristine, and apparently it's got more durability. So on standard durability, see if we can see the difference there. Yeah, so it also says pristine down where the condition is, and it's worth more money to sell. So you'll see that's worth 13. The standard one's only worth 6. But yeah, I don't want to use any of this stuff yet. I need to get to the workbench. So different playthroughs will get you different items out the chest. Like last time I looted this, I got a couple of weapon modifications, which can be worth a bit of money to start with. So that's another thing with replayability of the Outer Worlds. With different starts, you get different items, so it adds to the replayability of the game. Right, that's all we've got. So we'll head into town, get a couple more freebies, and I'll show you where the first storage is that I use. So I'll pause it while it loads in. Right, so here's Edgewater, just got 600 XP just for discovering it. Okay, so here's a town we need to explore, lots of NPCs to start with though. If we come up here to the right, you'll see that along here is a tragic little story and some items. There's our first weapon mod. You have gotten a weapon modification. Install mods at a workbench to upgrade your weapons, changing damage type, adding a scope, improving rate of fire. And a little note to Anna. Not sure I've found Anna yet, but yeah, quite sad. And another corpse over here with another weapon mod, so it has rewarded me with 2 weapon mods. That's cool. There we go. Right, oh, there's the timer. So okay, hope you've enjoyed episode 1. Just an introduction, give you a feel and taste of the game. In episode 2 we will check out Edgewater, and I'll start by showing you where the nearest storage that you can use until you unlock your unreliable ship storage. Wherever you are in the world, God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you for watching and have a fantastic day. Goodbye.